Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Return from Beagle Point. We are continuing on our way back to the bubble after having visited Beagle Point, and mostly we're just working on trying to get our elite ranking for exobiology, as well as hopefully make enough cash to purchase a fleet carrier and play around with that for a while. The original plan was to kind of go out into the black and with all of our ships and stuff and kind of play around with that idea, but received a couple of suggestions that maybe we hang out in the bubble for a little bit and do some variety content, so seriously considering that. We flew all the way out to Beagle Point, which is over in this area over here. We're already back through the, well, I don't want to say already, but we are, it took us a long time to get back over here. We're back through the center of the galaxy and currently located right here. Our current waypoint is right here, and our destination is over here. We're going back to Shinrarta Desra, which is our home port, which is where I've been keeping all of my ships, which anybody who plays this game for more than 5 minutes probably understands that that's a really great place to put your home base because of all the discounts you get there if you can get the reputation and all of that for that. So definitely make sure you do that. Shinrarta Desra is a really great system to go to and make your home base because of all the discounts you get. And you don't need any faction reputations or anything like that. You just need to do the thing that gets you access to the Jameson Memorial, and you're all set. And there's plenty of videos out there that'll show you how to do that. I don't need to make one for you. Just go look up a Jameson Memorial tutorial and they'll show you how to do that. So I don't really have any specific topic to talk about today. Kind of just want to ramble a little bit about the channel and our progress and things like that. Especially given some of the comments that I've received from my viewers. Most specifically, the fact, or I don't want to say the fact, or just the appearance that I don't really enjoy exploration content that much, that it seems to be a chore. Sometimes it feels like a chore. Maybe a lot of time it feels like a chore. But I think a lot of that is mostly just from the fact that it's not exploration in general, it's making YouTube videos. One of the things that you run into whenever you start to make something, or whenever you make something your job, or whenever you're trying to make something your job, is that a lot of the fun gets taken out of it because now you're not doing it because you want to. Now you're doing it because you have to. And you know, I've more or less, be careful about that. I've more or less committed to making an Elite Dangerous video every day. Part of that is because I want to be consistent with the series. Part of that is because I want to make sure you guys are getting continuing content. But a lot of it is just the fact that the YouTube algorithm is extremely unforgiving. And if I'm not consistent with my video uploads, the views go away. And fortunately, my Elite Dangerous content is a mainstay of the channel. It's one of the few video series that gets me consistent views all the time. You know, not crazy ton of views. I get maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll get 100 views over the course of a few days for a video. You know, which isn't a lot, but compared to, you know, 20 or 30 or less than 10 for some of the stuff that I make, I'm kind of obligated to continue making Elite Dangerous content every day to you know, do my best to keep my view count up. And that's just, you know, that's a calculus I have to make when it comes to running this channel. Elite Dangerous is a priority because it is a bread and butter video series that I have, and it's what I need to do. My hunting content goes up and down. Some videos do well, some videos kind of so, you know, I was really hitting that hard and heavy because I wanted to get all the way through all of the reserves and get all of that done and unlock all of the viewpoints and everything there, just because I wanted to be able to have that done. It was a linear goal that I could follow, and I really pushed myself to get that done because I wanted to get it done. It was less about what it would do for the channel and more just I wanted to get it done, and I figured it was a really great thing to do on screen because, you know, it's a video record of having gone through every area of every map, and I thought that was kind of cool. But again, it was something that I obligated myself to do, and whenever you have to do something, it immediately takes away from the fun factor of it, because now you're not doing it because you have to. Like I said, you're doing it because, or now you're not doing it because you feel like it. You're doing it because, oh man, I got to get this done today. So It isn't so much that exploration itself bugs me, or that I find it to be a chore. It's that making videos is a chore, and I'm the kind of person that it doesn't matter what I'm doing, any job I ever have, I'm gonna feel this way about it, because I don't like having to do things because I have to do them. Anytime like music was the same thing when I was a professional musician. When I was doing it in high school and I was doing it in college, it was one of those things where I really enjoyed it, and I looked forward to doing it because I was doing it because I wanted to do it. I elected to do it. It was something I chose to do, and I did it because I wanted to do it. But when I turned it into a job by joining the Marine Corps music program, well, it immediately started losing some of the luster. And then over the course of the years, I eventually got to the point where I resented playing music. And now I haven't done any kind of music related anything other than, every once in a while I'll pick up my clarinet and practice for 5-10 minutes, and then I'm done. So I'm already well into that category of somebody who doesn't really want to, or who doesn't like doing things that I have to do. I hate work, not because I'm lazy, but because I don't like having to do things. But we live in a world where you have to do things. Like, you're never going to get away from that unless you win the lottery or something. So, on the one side, the logical, reasonable part of me understands that, there's a lot of things in your life that you have to do, and you have to do them. They're not a choice. But at the same time, the emotional part of me is like, F that. So, I have the mental discipline to force myself to do these things. But, that doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it all the time. Now, obviously, if this is something I can turn into a career, this is going to be the best of the things that I've had to do ever in my life, because, it's video games. You can't be too mad and frustrated and upset about having to do something if it's something like a video game. But at the same time, it's still there, and some days I'm more enthusiastic about it than others. Those days where we find crazy numbers of biological sources, or we find a nice, stratum tectonicus, I'm a little bit more enthusiastic and excited about it because, something really cool is happening. The days where we don't really find anything, or the days where the terrain is being really frustrating and not letting me land, I'm a little bit more annoyed about all of that. So, I can understand, because the only content that I've been doing so far has been the only content that I've done for YouTube really so far has been exploration related content. It might come off to seem like I don't really like it, but you have to take into account the fact that I'm already, when I start doing these videos, ever so slightly frustrated because I'm having to sit down and record a video, because I have to do videos every day. If I want my channel to grow, I have to do videos every day, because I have no interest in in making the kind of videos that, I'm not going to be making those videos that require a week to make, and hopefully they get some attention. I know that works for some content creators. I'm not putting that kind of effort into a video only to have it fail. That's just the way I feel about it. I'd rather just, show you guys the way I play, and hopefully some people enjoy it, and hopefully my personality carries it enough that people enjoy watching it. And if not, that's fine. But at least I'm basically just doing what I would have been doing if I hadn't been recording anyway. And that's kind of my philosophy about the way I run my channel. It'll be nice if this turns into something that, grows a following, but, the chances of that actually happening are minuscule. Now, that being said, I've said multiple times that, I've already sort of beat the odds by getting to the point where my channel is monetized. I mean, the vast majority of channels that exist right now are not monetized. They don't have enough subscribers to be monetized. So I'm already in a very fortunate position, and that's kind of the only thing that's really giving me hope that maybe this is going to go somewhere. Oh, here we go. Finally got something we can actually find and scan. It's the first time we've actually found that. The fact that I've made it past that first hurdle gives me some small hope that... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oops, hold on. Was there a... There's a water world. I knew there was something else. There were too many squigglies spread out all over the place to... Alright, let's go scan that. Hold on, I'll get back to my point in a second. I have a hard time multitasking, so just... I need to get this locked. get our. There we go. Get us locked on and aligned and on our way over there, and then I can get back to my point. And then I got to remember what my point was, because I have some kind of weird form of ADD or something, and immediately once I move away from a topic, it's like a bar of soap. I keep trying to grab onto it and I just can't grab it. I know I was talking about, and the more I try to grab it, the more it goes away. I know I was talking about the theme of today's talking about content and doing things because you have to. I know that's what I was focusing on, but I don't remember what the specific point I was making. I don't know. I'll just try to move on then. Throttle. Crap, man! It completely threw me off now, and I lost my groove. Man, this sucks. That's fine. We'll focus on this. Maybe it'll come back to me if I stop thinking about it. We need to get close enough, get our probes out, and do all of that kind of stuff. So mostly, I just wanted to respond to that comment. Not because I necessarily disagree with it. There are times where, the exploration part of this game absolutely feels like a chore. And there are certain aspects of it that are always a chore. Like the full spectrum system scanner, absolutely a chore 100% of the time. I hate that mechanic, and I really wish that they would either completely do away with it, or at least find a way to make it less fiddly and less annoying and much quicker to get through. I don't like the full spectrum system scanner. I would like it if they came out with a mechanic that made it easier to find signals or biological sources on a planet, that made it easier to find them from your ship. I wish that they would provide a way for you to rappel from your ship and then leave your ship just hovering there while you go look at something on the ground, and then make it so that and then just have that little shaft of light on the ground under your ship so that you can pop back up into it, and that way terrain is no longer an issue. You just find something on the ground, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna go check that out. Let me hover over it, rappel down, and then go get your scan, hop back up into it, keep searching around. The problem is that they have decided that it needs to be a much more involved process because of arbitrary, we want you to play the game longer reasons. The reality is that they've put that in every aspect of the game, so it's not just exobiology. I run into those things in anything that I do. The first person stuff, the ship stuff, all of that stuff has arbitrary, we're gonna make you do this the hard way parts because we've decided that that's somehow virtuous. So yeah, there are aspects of there's only one body in here. There are aspects of exploration that are always tedious and feel like a chore to me. And then there are other times where I'm just not in the mood to play, but I need to play because I'm trying to make this my job, and you have to be consistent. So whether you feel like doing it or not, you have to get on and do it. I'm not the kind of person who can 100% all of the time cover that up. Sometimes it's going to show that I'm just not in the mood. But as I've said many times on this channel and other video series, and this video series in particular, you guys are going to get the genuine me, or at least the genuine me that I'm willing to show to the world. What you're not going to get is you're not going to get any kind of fake stuff from me. You're not going to get pretending to be emotional about this, or pretending to be angry about that, or which is one of the things that's probably going to shoot me in the butt. Or shoot me in the foot. Sorry. I'm down. Oh, it didn't register it all the way down. Which is probably going to make it harder for my channel to grow because I'm not going to fake and pretend to be something that I'm not. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you guys all the bad stuff about me. That's just not appropriate for the internet. I get angry and all of that stuff. I get in a bad mood. And most people don't want to see that. And I do my best to kind of cover that up as much as possible. But at the same time, I can't, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to fake enthusiasm any more than is reasonable for me to do. It's sort of like when you have to go to a party because you're obligated to be there, and you put on a pleasant face and you do all of that kind of stuff. But you don't really want to be there, and you're looking forward to it being over so you can go back to doing whatever it was you wanted to be doing. And that's kind of what I do on my channel sometimes. I want to make content, but I'm just not always in the mood to do it. And I'm the kind of person that if I procrastinate too long, I'm just going to say, screw it for the day. So sometimes I just kind of have to suck it up, sit down and start recording. That's just the way that it goes. Because if I don't, a lot of times I work in the morning now, and then when I get off of doing my work for the day, I'm tired and I don't feel like doing anything. And one time I was like, let me take a nap or something, then I'll come back and try to. I never did it. I didn't do videos. I got to do the videos. I got to do the videos when I'm still kind of in a mindset of getting things done. Otherwise, I'm gonna get lazy and just not do it. I gotta sit down and do it. So unfortunately, that just means that sometimes you guys are gonna get videos that may not be the most enthusiastic thing in the world. Because I'm just not in the right headspace for it, and I'm not the kind of person who can. I can fake it if I have to, but I don't want to. I want to be real. I want to be genuine. I want to be. I don't want to put myself in a position where, you know, some of these other streamers, they reveal that the personality that they showed online isn't the personality that they are in real life, and then everything goes away because, you know, they were faking it the whole time. I don't want to be like that. I want to be me. And if you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you don't, and that's fine. Not everybody has to like me. As much as I would love to get crazy amounts of growth and have a channel that has millions of subscribers, I recognize that I probably don't have the personality to support a channel of that size, and that's not really my goal. My goal is to hopefully build a core audience of people who just like me because they like me. They like what I'm they like picking up what I'm putting down, and you know. That's the kind of thing you can sustain over the long term if you can build it. So, you know, that's kind of my philosophy, and that means that, you know, a lot of people aren't gonna have time for me, and that's fine. You know, not everything is for everybody, and I've also said that many times. So I don't know. As far as variety content on the channel, we'll definitely do some FPS stuff when we get back, just because I did spend a lot of time building up all three of the suits that I have. I have a science suit, I have an infiltrator suit, and I think I mostly built up a all right, that's all the high metal content worlds. I mostly built up a combat suit as well. I built up a couple of weapons, but by the time I had finished all three of my suits and the more or less snipery weapons that I had for my infiltrator suit, I was kind of done messing around with all the engineering for that stuff, because it was the grind for all that gear is just, it's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. So you know, I got all of the extras for all of the suits that I have that could fit on them. And then I have a couple of one-shot kill weapons. I have a one-shot kill rifle and a one-shot kill pistol. I forget what they are, but maybe we can take a look at them if I end up landing. I'll try to remember to pull them out and show you what I have. But yeah, I have those all fully engineered out so that they are one-shot kill weapons almost all of the time. Maybe two shots depending on what it is I'm shooting at. I wasn't paying attention to how many bodies were here, so now we got to do this. 33. There are some high metal content worlds, but with 33 bodies, that means that there's a good chance that some of this is, that's really far away, and that means that most of those are probably going to be in that other star system. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. There's no point in messing with that. I would also say that you know, decisions like that are probably, well, I don't know. I don't know if it is, but I make decisions that like that or that are parallel to that probably make it seem like I'm just not into the exploration thing. And realistically, I'm not the kind of person who likes to waste time. And if what I'm doing feels like I'm going to be spending more time on it than I feel like it's worth to me, I'm just not going to do it. So a lot of times, even if I could find, you know, a biological source that's, you know, 15 or 20,000 light seconds away, it's just not worth it to me to go do that. Or, you know, a lot of the biological signatures, if there's not a high chance of me getting something that's worth a decent amount of money, like people underestimate how long it takes to super cruise over to an object, stop, scan, approach the planet without slamming into it and actually getting into a glide and then doing the glide. Like it's a lot of time that adds up, and it adds up very quickly. So I'm very stingy with, you know, going. Oh, that was it. I'm very stingy with my time, and I don't want to spend a lot of it only to have it turn out to be, oh, there was nothing there. No point in doing any of that. We do need to start looking for a place to. Ooh. Sorry, I scratched myself and now it's bleeding. I scratched myself on a scab. I didn't realize it was there. Must have hurt myself earlier. So, but yeah, we're gonna look for a place to start setting down. So I don't know. Most of what I'm just trying to get across is that you know, it isn't that I dislike it isn't that I dislike exploration. At least I don't dislike it any more than I dislike the other activities that you can do in this game. I mean, I would feel the same way if I was mining all the time. It gets boring after a while, and we've been doing this series for many months, and so, you know, it'll be nice to get back to the bubble and maybe do some different kinds of things. Let's see here. It'll be nice to get back to the bubble and do some different stuff. With any luck, we'll be able to, you know, hang out for a little bit and then get our fleet carrier and get ourselves out into the black and start doing some more exploration with our ships and stuff. So that's my ultimate long-term plan. Ideally, I'd like to start a weekly live stream where we're moving the carrier, and it'll be mostly just us. It's mostly just be hanging out on the carrier while it charges up and moves, and you know, enjoying the cool graphic when it moves, and you know, just hanging out. It's not necessarily going to be elite dangerous. It's not going to be necessarily about the game itself. It's going to be more about, you know, creating a place where we can hang out and you guys can have a little bit more interaction. Because I know a lot of people, like, I'm not the kind of person who necessarily enjoys the whole interaction with chat and all that stuff. You know, when I'm watching something, I don't like watching live streams. I like being able to skip past parts that I find boring. Whoa, what's that? All right, we'll definitely go after that because there's 2 biological sources on that, and I believe that was a high metal content. That was a high metal content. Ooh, we might just be making a lot of money here. Rocky body and time. Okay. So we're definitely going to head over there. That'd be a great way to end the episode if we're able to make ourselves some decent cash. And then the other thing is that, you know, I'm kind of hoping that we'll eventually get to the point where you know, the interaction with my viewers is such that I'm able to draw on you guys for some inspiration for things. You know, I appreciate when you guys give me video game suggestions, but also, you know, I'm kind of hoping that we'll get into a back and forth in the comments section, and that provides me with some ideas for content to just talk about when we do these things. Because I found from just watching my metrics and everything that for the most part, these videos do much better when I'm just talking to you guys. This time-lapse stuff, I know some of you enjoy it more, or at least some of you enjoy it a lot because of the music that I've chosen to put behind it. But it's just, it doesn't have the same engagement as when I have something to talk about. So obviously that's the format I need to push for this particular series, and it's much easier for me to maintain my composure when I have something to talk about, because now I'm focused on whatever it is I'm talking about, and it distracts me from the fact that we're doing this boring, repetitive stuff that, you know, for however many months it is that we've been doing it, my brain is kind of fried on it. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Let's get ourselves scanned here. This is a 6 prober, which is weird, because normally the 2 biology like this, high metal content 2 biology, is going to be a small 2 probe planet. It's usually a moon, not a planet. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to wait for the filters to pop up so we can see what we have here. There is a decent chance, given the size, that it's not going to be stratum, but it is. Excellent. Okay. So let's get our Super Cruise Assist turned off, hopefully. And then, I mean, I guess we'll just kind of try to go up in the middle of it there. There doesn't appear to be any single large patches for me to go after, so it doesn't really make sense for me to worry about trying to find a specific spot. We'll just go in, we'll just pretty much go straight in. Looks like the digital camouflage that I had on my camouflage uniforms. There we go, that's better. Alright, I think we'll go that way. Like in this one here. We'll grab ourselves a couple of stratum and call it a day. If the bacteria is super easy, maybe we'll grab it real quick, but as you know, on this channel, I don't necessarily worry too much about the bacteria. I know it's a fair bit of money, but it's not enough money. Especially once I start getting towards the end of an episode, I'm ready to be done. That's kind of the way that I work. Alright. Get our night vision turned on so we can have a nice contour if we drop right on top of some stratum here. Thought I had it on. Oh, there it goes. Crap. We on another planet that has like high gravity? No, it's only half. Why was it struggling so hard to stop? All right. Is this our stratum? Or is it just rocks? Oh, it is our stratum. Sweet. All right. Well, it's almost 0.6 of Earth gravity, so I'm just not used to having that much dragging me down. I think that's what's going on right now. Oh yeah, it's definitely heavy. Or we're definitely heavy here. First footfall and stratum tectonic is another 90 million credits. Whoo, yeah. Okay, so I have this here. And this here. I forget what they're called. I think they're scorpion or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but point is I built them to be stealthy one-shot weapons for the infiltrating bases and stuff, so that I could kill a bunch of stuff without them ever knowing I'm there. I saw one right here. There we go. Now I just need a landing spot. There we go. Grab this guy here. And then we just need one more. Or maybe, I think it was Manticore. I think it was a Manticore. Alright, we just need to find one more and we can call it good. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I stand. I'm not going to get on here and pretend to be anything other than what I am. Because ultimately, if I put on a fake face, somebody's going to find out, and then I'm going to look like a piece of crap because, you know, I pretended to be this nice guy, or I pretended to be this jerk, or I pretended to be whatever it was I was pretending to be. The reality is that I'm just a guy who likes to play video games, and, you know, It's cool to share it with you guys. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I'm disciplined enough to do it anyways. And that's me. So that's the reality of the situation. Content creators are just like you. Some of them pretend to be like they're not, but they are. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know, and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing that now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button. Check out the list of options available there and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a channel membership but would like to support the channel, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.